Wonka factory. Our team vets all our projects to ensure quality investment. We make sure we protect and educate our community to be as safe as possible. Our Candy Crate subscription is a true wonder, with random airdrops and NFTs to our subscribers. Delicious treats all month long. With Shilly Vision, we stream meme videos, AMAs, relaxing music, and the hottest crypto commercials around. And it's 24/7. And there's always a golden ticket to look out for. The Golden Ticket VIP server in our Discord grants you access to our everlasting calls, Shilly Golden Ticket plays, free prizes, and much more. Delicious treats of all sorts are just a click away at shillywonka.com.
Did you know if you had invested 1 BNB in Astronos when it was called in the Golden Ticket VIP section in our server, it would have been worth 20 BNB at its peak. Are you going to be there for the next pump?
Astronos is a cryptocurrency that is based on the Binance Smart Chain. Most of our tokens here in the Shitcoin factory are based on BSC, but we love all legit projects anywhere. We're all about supporting legitimate projects that are backed by legitimate communities. Thanks for coming by and stopping. We're going to be giving away prizes and games and tipping out plenty of Shilly Bars to everyone within the Discord the entire time. So make sure that you submit your best questions, hang out, have fun, and let's do this. So as I said, we're here with Astronos. Just want to go ahead and start off here. And guys, you want to introduce yourselves and tell us just real quick who your name is and your role there with Astronos.
Hey guys, my name is Alex. I am co-founder and marketing head at Astronos.
My name is Kaylee. I am the creative director and graphic artist behind Astronauts.
Hi, my name's Heath. I am the game developer and all around just, troll of Astronauts. So
I don't know if Alchemist's mic is working.
See him unmuting there. Shows your mic's muted. There you go. Try again.
I can hear him slightly in the background. He's kind of muffled.
Yeah. Do one of you guys want to explain his role right quick for him, or do we can circle back around to you if you want?
Yeah, absolutely. Alchemist is our head dev. He's in charge of our main smart contracts and kind of working out all the kinks. And we're working on our swap that's coming up.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah. So thanks guys. Like I said, thanks for coming by and introducing yourselves. We're excited to have you here. We always love guests here, especially love being able to discuss projects with you and kind of get to know each other's community. I know you guys were actually placed here in the Shitcoin factory early on with a with the lower market cap, which was great. And so we kind of watched you grow from a distance and had done a little bit of research and checked into it when it was dropped in here. think the golden ticket actually put that in VIP candy. This the exact statistics of that, I'm not sure, but either way, it's been a great call since it was put in here with you guys. And he was super hyped about the video game. He came over and he's like, dude, you got to check this game out, and brought it over. And like he said, it looks great as far as what he brought to the table and what you guys have to offer, just from outside looking in. So we had already purchased a little bit in before you guys had even came over to speak to us. So I know you've got a really hype community. The first time that you actually came in here, there was a few of you that came in at once, and I was like, whoa, okay, this is interesting, great. So I know you guys have an active community and everything that's needed to make a project successful. So definitely thank you guys for coming by and checking out what our community has here, and letting our community get to know you guys is a great start to any project, in my opinion.
Absolutely, man. We love the Shilly Wonka and what you guys have going on here. So thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for sure. Yeah, like I said, we're definitely glad that you guys are here for sure. So starting with you, let's since you and I have spoken briefly a little bit, but I told you when we had our meeting, when we had the meeting the other day, I'd mentioned that we would save some for the AMA. So I'm going to ask you, how long have you been involved, you personally, how long have you been involved in crypto, and when did you get started?
I personally got back into crypto around 2015, before the 2017 big bull run that got everybody else into it. I was really fascinated by digital currency, so I started looking into Bitcoin and blockchain, found really cool utilities that could ultimately change the way people live. So I dove down the rabbit hole even more, and then started trading it, and then ultimately started looking to launch a project.
Awesome. So so you came up with the idea of the game and everything, or how did it come up about, like, this project? How did you guys come up with this one?
So as a trader, not to skip ahead in any questions, but we wanted to give people a natural hedge against market volatility. So BUSD rewards were a natural solution to that, because people wake up, check their phones, and their wallet's down by 30%. But if you had those BUSDs stacked to the side, you'd have more money to buy the dip and reduce your dollar cost average, and then your portfolio would be in a better shape. So that was the original idea. We started kind of running with the space theme. That was Kaylee's genius. And then we met Mr. Moon, and we had several people tell us that Astronauts looked like a video game. And so we sat there, talked about it. We didn't think it was feasible until we actually met Mr. Moon, and then we were just off to the races.
Awesome. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, well, I definitely like it. I like the layout of everything on your website and everything. I was looking as well, but I like everything of how you guys have it going, and like I said, it's a great idea, especially with BUSD rewards. I'm certainly on board with providing a stable coin as a reward. It's definitely a great incentive for your holders to stay there and believe in your project, and actually get legitimate investors instead of the people that are just looking to pump and dump a coin. So having the solid BUSD rewards by all means is a great choice. I support that, and I can guarantee you that this community supports that as well. We love to buy into legitimate startup projects like you guys, and ride the whole wave and just diamond hand it and live off of the passive income from BUSD alone. So not to get stuck on that point too far, like you said, and jump ahead, but absolutely the BUSD rewards always shine out on anything. So hats off, and good idea, and great plan with that, in my opinion.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Cool. All right. So I guess we've already covered, I guess that was one of my questions, was why did you guys choose BUSD, and it sounds like we're on the same page with that. So
we also picked Binance US dollar not only because of the stable income and the hedge against market volatility, but one thing the team is really passionate about is kind of reaching out to other parts of the world that don't have traditional banking systems, to where that US dollar goes a lot farther than their local currency. So we've had community members from Nigeria, South America, Brazil, who it's literally just helped them get in a better position to where they could quit their current job, take care of their family in a third world country based off just the dividends from Astronauts.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to get trying to get him back in here as well. He's sending the group message. I don't know if you guys got that. If we could try to get him in where his mic works as well.
He's here. He's just, his mic is still muffled.
Yeah, I can't. We can hear you very faintly. I see your message, but yeah, we could hear you very faintly. Not sure what went on there, but okay. All right. Speaking of the rewards, though, do you guys have? I mean, is there any type of reward tracker that you want to tell us about, or any way to track your rewards?
Yes, absolutely. We have a full reward dashboard already. We had that before we even launched. You can go to astronauts.io and then click the dashboard button in the navigation, or you can go to astronauts.app, which is the dashboard itself. You can paste in your wallet address. It'll show you your Astronauts, the current value of that Astronauts, and then how much rewards your wallet has earned.
That's great. Have you? Do you guys have an estimate, or an estimate of passive income that you can produce, or that you have been producing on an average? Let's say if somebody bought in at launch, you know, a 2BB or something. Do you have any statistics to tell the passive income or an average you guys want to disclose?
People who bought in at launch have 3x in rewards alone.
Yeah,
not including the Astronauts value, just in pure rewards. And we've paid out already in the first month $147,000 in BUSD to holders.
There you go. See, those are beautiful statistics. $147,000 spread across those holders just for holding your token. To me, that's better. Really, that's one of the greatest things that you need to look for in a project right now. Anyways, now that we have that ability in DeFi to reward holders for actually holding, now's when investors step up and support legitimate stuff as well. So yeah, without a doubt. So, and you guys said there was staking and swaps possible, or am I overhearing that? You know, what's in the future with that? And do you guys have like an ETA or a timeline on that at all?
We have been working day and night on this swap the last entire week. We're hoping to have it done within the next month. There will be staking for Astronauts to earn other tokens. People who can't necessarily get the 777 tokens price-wise, who don't have enough money, they can pool their Astronauts together to earn rewards still. We're going to introduce a couple tokens into the ecosystem as well that we're partnered with. So yeah, pools and farms will be available on the swap as well.
All right. And did you guys have a preview of the swap or anything like that?
Ooh, we are super anal about quality, so we are not ready to drop a full preview of what we worked on. Mr. Moon has a screenshot of just the swap page itself, or if he wants to share that, he's welcome to. But we haven't done a full preview of it yet, not even to our diamond hand holders.
Oh, okay. Yo, I just like to get a little bit of preview if you have it. So if he's willing to share a screenshot with us, by all means, that's
we're
cool.
really picky on high quality, as you can tell. Everything we do, we want to be of the top quality. We don't want to release a half-assed preview.
There's nothing wrong with that, and like I said, that's probably one of the reasons why we get along, is that I definitely agree with that. Quality over quantity any day. So if it's something you guys want to take your time on, that's not an issue at all. There's no problem. But if you have a sample of some sort that you want to drop in for the chat, we always appreciate anything that you guys want to share, give away, any kind of new information. We love that as well. So I appreciate it. But this I'm hearing as well about a metaverse. I know that's a buzzword right now that everyone's using. So I'm very familiar with metaverse as far as what it means. But what are you guys like? What's your plan with the metaverse here that you've got?
Mr. Moon, it's your time to shine. Go ahead.
All right. So As far as like metaverse, what I'm thinking is typically within blockchain based games, 90% of the incentive is that the idea is people want to be able to have like a tokenized ecosystem, right? Well, majority of what we see now is you always have the base coin for a game, and then you always have like the cryptocurrency itself is actually like a premium currency, right? Honestly, I just kind of want to take out that extra step. I don't want there to be like have to be like a base game currency, kind of like how Robux is completely pointless. Like you could spend hundreds of dollars on it and it holds no value. No, like I'm thinking tokenized economy. So like you fully can interact with these individual tokens within that environment. And then also we've been playing around with different things like with NFTs, and throwing some ideas on the table because they've actually had people who have established such things like smart NFTs, things that are like layered, but that's way down the line. I mean, you're bringing up metaverse, and honestly, I feel like the community in crypto as a whole, like that's what we want, but we're a long way from actually getting there. You know what I mean? It's implementing little baby steps and protocols and procedures and perfecting and tweaking and you know what I'm saying? Like even Facebook's metaverse, like I'm not trying to knock anything, but they kind of they the characters are stuck looking in a certain way. You know what I mean? There's no open source. You can't just bring in NFTs. It would be stuck as a painting on a wall or something like that. You're very limited by that. So I mean, until we can push beyond those current boundaries, I mean, I don't feel like anybody can really use the term metaverse. But as far as what we're bringing to the table, I'm talking about like I want it to be an environment where you can go into this center hub, like this town, this giant ass thing. I'm sorry, excuse my language. We're live. This giant neon city, like kind of like a cyberpunk based space theme, you would have actual like arcades, marketplaces, casinos. There's a couple ideas that we've been throwing on the table. Ultimately, I'm building everything to start with in Unity. So Unity actually has a couple cool features. I've seen certain games that are made in Unity where they actually have arcade games like inside the game. So we were thinking about maybe throwing in, some additional incentives inside the game later down the road. I mean, but to start right now, the only video that I have publicly available is the wave mode, which is you or me actually with a controller because it is now controller compatible, but flying around and going through and fighting off different enemies and testing out different weapon systems and maneuvers and just kind of like playing with it and having fun. I mean, even now, it's just me adding little bits and pieces. Like now I've got it to where you can actually land on things and get out of the ship and move around. You have a little gun and whatnot. So I'm just like, so far, I'm just trying to build on it so that people can actually interact with the world around them. It's the very early stages, but I'm definitely excited for the future.
Yeah, it sounds like an exciting future, and that sounds like something I would definitely be into checking out for sure. Yeah, it sounds like you guys have a good long roadmap there ahead of you, and that's always great. Um, you know, we firmly believe in stuff like that too. We were a low key community for a long time working in the background. And you're right, there's tons of little processes here and things that have to be put together to assemble the big picture at the end. So sounds like you guys have it figured out and planned. Of course, everybody learns and adjusts along the way, and we get that. So nothing's ever set completely in stone until you guys make sure that it fits everything perfect. So kudos to building that and working on that, and it's something that we can all look forward to for sure. You did touch on Facebook in there, and just for the people that are listening now that may not be familiar with the easiest ways to get in touch with you guys, I'm just going to throw it out there one more time or ask, are you guys available on social media, and what social media platforms do you guys feel are the most effective?
Twitter and Discord.
See, now I like hearing Discord as well. So let me elaborate on that a little bit. What made you think that Discord was better fit for a community for you versus the layout of Telegram?
I definitely think that Telegram has its disadvantages. We don't have to go into that, but as far as the advantages to Discord, I think Discord adds structure, community incentives. You can kind of tokenize your Discord to where people are earning and playing games. You can stream, you can just do more content that's community centric and space for your supporters in a Discord environment that you can a Telegram environment. I know a lot of crypto people love Telegram, but Telegram essentially is just a huge group text. It's really hard for the team to answer people's questions and help people individually in a Telegram environment.
Yeah, that's you know, I hate to sound like I'm just saying yes here constantly, but I definitely do agree with you on that. It's so much easier to organize a larger community when it comes down to Discord, in my opinion. And it's not that we have any lack of love. Telegram has its purpose for a hype and a launch, and for being there, of having everything, you know, of the Telegram community and group. By all means, we love that group as well. It's just that it's so much easier and more organized once everybody's able to get a hold of the Discord vibe. So I do feel like that a lot of the larger, especially if you're dealing with the metaverse or you're dealing with multiple anything besides you know, lack of a better word, lack of a better word than you know, a shitcoin. Let's just say that if you're doing just a random DGN shitcoin launch, by all means, Telegram's your place. But if you're looking for long term, you know, stability of multiple ways to incentivize your community, then yeah, I agree. That's why we're over here on Discord as well. So I also want to make sure that we drop a link to your Discord. So if somebody in the chat wants to drop a link to the Discord in there, I'm sure one of the Olympians will do that. By all means, everybody go join their Discord, and I think we may even have some kind of incentive where we send these guys some tips for doing stuff like that as well. So everybody in this community needs to join up in their community if you'd like. You know, take a look. Do DYOR, as we always say, but by all means, we like to share the love. So everybody, make sure that you drop a link and check out their Discord as well. So we do have some good community questions that are rolling back in the background. I don't want to cut these guys off, or make sure, you know, I want to make sure they get plenty of time to get their questions in, and we'll ask them on air here. But I did want to cover while we're on it. Do you guys have any plans? I know everybody asked, but in the future, are there any plans for any DEX listings?
Yes. Once we have the capital requirement needed, we will be submitting to Binance DEX, because Binance DEX, you need to supply your own liquidity, just like PancakeSwap, except they have a way higher mark, right, of the number that you have to put up. So that's definitely on our roadmap internally as a team.
Awesome. Well, that's definitely exciting, and another goal that you can look forward to, you know, as far as being in the community, to sit around and help and push and chill and be active and do everything that you can to help, for sure. So I'm gonna go. It looks like Shaz has a question in the background. He said that we do have different types of metaverses in food, games, fun, etc. And I know you briefly touched on this, and it was covered a little bit, but what kind of metaverse would you be looking for? What innovations do you have for your investors and the game lovers? What would you have that would be? I know we covered a little bit of that, but I wanted to cover his question as well. Did you have anything that would be a little bit
Right. No, that's an amazing question. So we're definitely going to have certain things like where spaceships will be NFTs, right? Like Mr. Moo mentioned, so you can upgrade your spaceship, have a completely unique spaceship, sell your spaceship. Then also, we are thinking about doing planets as NFTs, so everybody could have theoretically their own planet within the game, where you could have your friends come and everything like that. We can also have commercial real estate and actual residential real estate buildings where people or investors could buy virtual real estate and then rent that real estate out to players as an apartment and stuff like that. So we've really kind of tried to implement everything in the real world that people can do for goods, services into that conversation. So in that metaverse, you can behave like a real society and economy.
Okay, yeah, that's perfect. Thanks for the question there, Sharis, and solid answer. Mega 985 had a question that said, being a young and relatively unknown project, no offense by that, we're all new here, Astronos has a great task to fully break into the market and to become a household name in the crypto space. They want to know, what are your plans of the team as far as how you're going to try to become a household name, and what are the ways they seek to achieve it to make you a successful and established project?
Absolutely, good question. Our advertising campaigns are actually about to kick off in about 5 days. So that's going to bring in a huge amount of volume with the amount of money we spent on it. We're also actively looking for celebrity influencers we can partner with, especially the gaming community, because we are building a metaverse game. So that's kind of naturally going to be our niche. Looking for streamers, influencers, all that stuff. And then as well as just media publications. I'm already in contact with Cointelegraph representatives, getting some media publications together for them. I have a contact over at Forbes that I'm talking to right now, trying to get a Forbes article pushed through. So it's just an all-encompassing marketing strategy. You got to do a little bit of everything, right?
Yeah, you want to
I
attack
hope
it from
that answers
all
the
angles.
question.
I think that was a solid. I think that was a solid answer to the question by all means. So, I did want to. You mentioned something there. Are you guys on Twitch yet, by any means?
Not yet.
Okay, yeah. Twitch would probably be a great way for you guys to expand, and I'm more than willing to give you guys some space over here on the community whenever the game's up and running. If you wanted to come stream it for a little while and let our Twitch viewers check that out, because that's the
Oh
primary part of
yes,
it.
that's
So
awesome.
yeah, so
Yeah,
whenever you
that's
guys are
amazing.
ready to do that, let's set that up as well. And to reach out on that, you talked about the marketing and advertising to let everyone else know that's coming from your community that's not familiar with ours. You guys actually do have plenty of marketing lined up with us as a community. We're not an in your face type of buy now, buy now, buy now. We're not here to create FUD. We're here to share our research and let everyone else know, and share the project. And I think we show that because we're not we kind of slow roll out your marketing. So we look for long-term projects that want to be, within our metaverse. I guess we look for long-term projects that like to be, on Shilly Vision with their commercials. And you guys are signed up for all of these. So for your community that's just tuning into us, we are here, we are working. We did launch our personal token as well this week, which is no competition. We only support everybody else with it. It's a community incentivized token, but by all means. But we did launch that this week, and that's why we haven't gone full blown on you guys yet. Is we were tying it to where you could be the first AMA here in house after our launch. So we really wanted, we put you guys off a couple days, and we apologize on that. It's not from lack of love on our side. It was for planning, so we could all have the most of our community and the most of your community paying attention at one time. So, um, you know, thanks for that. And I just wanted to make sure that you guys did know that marketing wise, we're here, and there's a few things that have already been taken care of. So we're definitely looking forward to continued marketing on you guys. I think to help you become a successful and established project, even beyond where you are. And we're all going to grow together here, I think. So.
Absolutely. Anything we can do to help grow the Shilly Wonka community, please let us know.
Well, thank you. We love nice communities that love us, and we like I said, legit supports legit, and that's what it takes. So I've got another question. I don't want to leave anybody out. I see Weppies says, will there be any collaborations and partnerships between you guys and other tokens or coins, such as staking rewards or any way to receive rewards on either of the stake coins or tokens?
Yes, absolutely. We just hired a head of development full time. He really has his ears to the ground, and so he's reaching out to some new projects, bringing them back to us, kind of communicating that line of dialogue. And then if the tokenomics and the project and the team work out, we'll absolutely add them to our swap and pools.
All right, great. Moon has a question in the background. It says, is there a max wallet? And if so, is there any way that he may be able to ever meme his way to earning a max wallet?
I don't know the terminology max wallet. What do you mean by that? Like the max size you can have in your wallet for tokens?
Yes, if there was a maximum amount of the supply that you can have, is
No, no.
okay?
I'm a purebred capitalist, bro. I love competition, and anybody who wants to buy, sell, and accumulate as much Astronos as they want to, they're welcome to. We don't want to cap that.
Okay, yeah, no problem. That was one of his questions. I don't see any other questions rolling in, guys. You guys anybody's got one back here, I don't want to miss you. Let's make sure we get those rolling in the background as well.
Best question wins $1,000 of Astronauts, guys. So keep them coming in.
Yeah, I have a question. So, what timeline does it look like to where we'll be able to have some real life players and everything, in your metaverse, you have the spaceship NFTs and stuff and that whole thing coming. What's the timeline for it to be like playable and usable for users?
We're working on a beta version that's going to be playable probably as is as soon as possible. That'll be available via web and or mobile, or if not both. But Mr. Moon can probably better answer that himself as far as exact timeline goes.
Oh, awesome. Mr. Moon, do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, actually, no, it's literally as he says. We're pretty much gonna start with what we currently have, so what is available in the video that was posted up, and the one that Shilly had referred to earlier. So pretty much you'll have the ability to go through and do like I was doing and fight through waves, and then we'll slowly be adding on those features as I was talking about and just improving upon that. We were also talking about like as little side projects, trying to do play to earn, like kind of like retro skin, like arcade games, space themed things and stuff like that. Maybe like a asteroids reskin with a play to earn model or something like that. Something would be cool so that people could also play things in the meantime. Just to kind of gradually build the entire economy out. Like it would be nice.
Yeah, that all sounds really, really amazing. I'm getting really excited about this project the more you guys talk about it. It sounds like you have amazing vision for it. Like there is a long roadmap ahead of you, and it sounds like we're all early. If
Well, and we're
someone
all
buys in now,
stubborn, man.
we're still
Like,
early.
Yeah, we are still super early. We've only been launched for a
mhm.
month. We mooned temporarily when we got listed on CoinMarketCap. We were actually #1 gainer on CoinMarketCap for that 24 hours when we got listed. We peaked at over 1,000% on the day. Next day, we got listed on CoinGecko, and then we submitted our Certix audit, which is on its way as well within the next week, hopefully. So we've done a lot in the past month, but we're still early, like Mr. Moon said and like you said.
Oh yeah, and actually a lot of our community bought in just before you got market cap listed, I think. So a lot of people they were lucky in that way. I think Golden Ticket here, he he dropped it in our Discord. He's been following you guys for a while, so for sure thankful for him doing that. And yeah, I just want to let everyone know that's listening, if you're not an investor in any metaverse projects yet, go ahead, do your own research, but this is a good one. Astronos. This is a good one. I just bought some more. I dropped the link in the chat to buy it for people to buy more if they want to. Or, of course, not financial advice. Do your own research, of course. But if you're sleeping on the metaverse, wake up. this is a good one here.
We really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah. No worries. Okay, back to you, Shilly.
Yeah, no problem. I was just reading over the questions in the background as well. Somebody had asked, and it was a pretty good question, and they said, I think there's a solid answer behind this from where I'm concerned, but they said they have a question about the procedures for underage gamers that want to earn BUSD. Personally, I have zero issues with anybody of any age getting into crypto as far as earning any BUSD. I feel like that, growing up, I certainly had cash in my hand and quarters and, a jar of pennies and everything. So there was never any issue of me being too young of collecting money at a young age. I see zero issues with that personally. But I did not know if you guys, if you wanted to touch on that as well, if you have any plan or action or any way
I
about it.
actually
Absolutely.
do have something on that. There was an idea and a concept that I was thinking about, maybe messing around with. And if any developers out there like are interested in helping me build something like this, that would be awesome as well. But I was thinking maybe have like a time-based wallet You know, something to do with the terms and conditions to where like they can still earn money like within the economy, but they can't necessarily cash it out till they reach a certain age. You know what I'm saying? So like that way, if there was any kind of regulation pushback or anything or any issues like that, it wouldn't be a problem. You know what I mean? So they would still be able to be involved.
Yeah, they certainly wouldn't be excluded. That makes a lot of sense. And could you
Yeah.
imagine that if they played it, even if they played it and they couldn't claim the money until a certain point later?
Exactly.
I mean,
Exactly.
that
I'm
would
sorry,
be
maybe I
amazing.
explained it wrong, but yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's amazing for sure. Yeah, like just knowing first off, if my kid could be earning actual legitimate money right now on Roblox, I would be a millionaire. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I would be a millionaire just based off of the amount of time and effort and everything he's put in that alone. So just imagining, a kid, even if they're young and they could care less about the rewards, just having that ability to unlock that at a certain age or be able to claim or however, that would be that's great. I think that's
And
huge.
that's honestly, that's also kind of like the direction we've taken when it comes to like the features we're talking about working on, like the swap that we've been it's been the last few days. I think we've all stayed up. For me, it's been 4 in the morning. So I know for them, on their side, it's 2 hours different. So it's like 6 in the morning. We're just working on this thing. But that's kind of the idea that we've had in mind is basically we have the ability to build tools from the ground up that cater to our ecosystem, that cater to the people involved. Like, why go to Pancake Swap to get Astronauts to play the game if you could literally do all of that straight from our services? You know what I'm saying? If it's all just put together in one spot. So it just kind of makes things easy for people. We can work on that. We can talk to people. We can get feedback about that. You know what I mean? And try to make it the best product possible for everyone.
That's that as Blueberry said earlier, whenever you join in early and anybody here right now in either one of our platforms or communities early, and we can't stress that enough because you just really nailed it there. I think that communities grow and adapt, and that's what's going to make projects successful is the ability to take the reception of their community and what their community thinks and what works and what doesn't work and be able to adapt and grow every day that you gain new investors or new family members within your group, you're growing and constantly adapting anyways. So that's it's great, and I definitely agree with that. Bionic Buddha has another question, and he was asking, as far as touching on the NFTs as well, are they going to all be in-game assets, or are you guys going to just offer a traditional classic style NFT and in-game NFT?
For the game, definitely in-game assets. We are talking about doing an NFT collection as a traditional NFT collection that will actually be an NFT that earns you Binance US dollar rewards as well, in a more traditional NFT sense. But for the game, the NFTs in that sense will be in-game.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that kind of finished the second half of his question of asking if there was any rewards for, would there be any rewards for holding the classic NFTs? And it
Yep.
sounds like
Yep.
there would be. Great. Bionic Buddha also asked another question here and says, will you guys have a marketplace for them to sell these back to the community if needed?
Absolutely. That we were talking about that as a team, and that actually, if you think about it, what we're trying to accomplish metaverse wise, we have to have a marketplace. We can't have that kind of functionality without one. So absolutely.
Yeah. Plenty left in the roadmap there for sure, and plenty of ways for you guys to grow and adapt and constantly take this thing to the moon even further. I will admit I did see the huge pump from CMC, and a lot of people get on that CoinGecko, Coin Market Cap, hype train, and of course they leave, and that's fine. It happens, unfortunately, but hats off to you guys still. You stick around and you just build from that point, or you go up to that point, and it's you guys are already listed there, so from here it's just it's just further growth and expansion as a community.
Absolutely. Are there any other questions? Oh, one thing, if I can mention it really quick for anybody listening, we're actually doing half off taxes on our coin this entire weekend. It ends in a couple hours. So if you wanted to pick up some Astronauts, you can get more tokens right now for your dollar.
Yeah, that's incredible. So now would be that is a good buy signal to go ahead and get that and take advantage of the tax savings for sure. Yeah, perfect. Is there? I'm still see.
Actually, I was thinking of letting everyone know about a giveaway. We've had it going on in the background in the chat. I want to announce it here too.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell them about it.
Yeah. Okay, so what we have going on is Astronos is actually giving away $1,000 in Astronos. And golden ticket, if you can go ahead and put the giveaway graphic up on the stream. What you'll have to do is all you have to do is tweet out what part of the roadmap you're most excited about for Astronos. What were you most excited about that they shared here today in the AMA? And use the hashtags Astronos giveaway, Metaverse, and BSC Gem, and make sure to tag Astronos as well. And yeah, what we're gonna do at the end here is we're gonna spin our little giveaway wheel, and we'll choose a random winner. And I will say, the more tweets you put out, each of those tweets is an entry. So the more tweets you put out about Astronos, the more entries you get to win $1,000. And also, we're going to be choosing the 3 best questions in the AMA to get an additional entry as well. So keep those questions coming, get those tweets going out. I want everyone right now, go ahead, tweet out. This is your chance to win $1,000. There's actually not that many entries right now, so the chances are pretty high. I want to see like 50 entries into this thing. So come on, let's go. I'll post the links and everything in the chat right now, but you guys know what to do.
On Christmas, we're also burning 2.5 million tokens out of supply forever. So there's only 77 million tokens.
God.
So that $1,000 of tokens is going to see a nice little bump around Christmas time, which I know everybody needs.
Oh, that's amazing. That's like another chance. It's like another reason to get in on you guys. Of course, always do your own research, but it just sounds better and better the more you guys talk.
I actually
And that
also
$1,000
see.
is gonna
Sorry.
go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
No,
Go
go ahead.
I was gonna say that $1,000 is also gonna keep generating you BUSD rewards. So you're gonna be making money regardless.
Awesome. And did you have something else to add over there? You two sounded like 2 old ladies at a salad bar just then.
I know, man. No, she hasn't talked this whole time, man. I want to give her a chance to actually say something. No, I actually saw one more question down in here, and it was from 777 Shiv Impress. He says, will we have NFT collabs with other projects that could boost gameplay like NFTs with properties like +1 speed? Actually, I wanted to elaborate a little bit on that because the way that I have the leveling system in my mind is actually something a little different. I was thinking more or less like, you know how with games like Skyrim and RPGs like that, there's a different skill for everything that you do within the game. So I was thinking about taking something like that and putting it in like a realism concept. So like you would have people that would be like crafters of sorts, and you could level up those skills. And depending on your skills, essentially your job would be to mint, right? So say like as far as like the minting process, I want it to be open source in the sense that people could have like 2D sprites as like shoulder pets, and you know what I mean? They would have the ability to kind of design things for themselves and put in content that way. So you would go up to this blacksmith or whatever you want to call it, you know, the name's still to be determined, but depending on their skill level, that would be like attributes and things like that. Because I want it to be kind of like a fair system. So the more work that you put into the game, the more you can get out of it. You know, that would change in value and, you know, things like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Great answer.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, absolutely. Definitely a great answer.
Also, I'm sorry to cut you off, Shilly, but on the subject of NFTs, we are also giving away on our Twitter a Goat Society NFT. It's about $500 value in the NFT. They have a great community. So we're doing that as well on Twitter for them. So if you want to earn a free cool NFT, just go to our Twitter.
All right, everybody, make sure you go to their Twitter and check that out. That's an incredible offer as well. You guys have that in common with us as much as well. We like giving away stuff too to the community, so that's always fun, and that's a great chance. Just go be yeah. There's Gloop. I know he likes NFTs in the background. He's commenting, but make sure you guys go there by all means and check that out. Get your shot in on that. and shill your own bags, of course, but at the same time, you have a chance to win. That's always great. Art's asked a question back here a couple times. I don't want to leave you feeling out or feel like we're not paying attention, Art. Um, his question is: Have you guys, or have any of you guys yet felt hopeless during any of the development process? Hopeless is kind of a bad word in crypto. Obviously, it's not anybody wants to say that,
I
but
mean, to be completely transparent, of course. I mean, there's times where our backs up or against the wall, and there's community members doubting us, and we're constantly just spending all hours of the day to make sure we deliver the best project possible for everybody who's put their money into Astronos, because without the community and without their support, we're nothing. So absolutely, I wouldn't say hopeless is the right word, but stressed is probably a
frustrated.
better word.
Yeah, frustrated, stressed. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, it's
It's
just yeah, you get it.
there's a
Yeah,
lot.
some
There's a
days are
lot of
definitely
time.
better.
There's a lot of time invested in any of these projects. I mean, all the way from as I mentioned earlier, just launching a contract in general is stressful enough. When you're trustworthy and dealing with everybody's, you want everything to be right. So that alone is stressful. But then when you tack on, a large metaverse, of course, I can see where you feel. Everybody can feel that way at any given time, and he's correct. Behind every success, there's usually a little bit of a struggle as well. And that's actually a good question. I didn't want to skip it over, but
No,
that's yeah.
that's a great question, because it allows us to just be honest. Like, we're humans just like the rest of you. You know what I'm saying? We need sleep. We're not robots. We wish we were robots, but we're not.
Yeah,
So no, that's an amazing question. We're human just like everybody else.
if the dev sleeps though, what's everybody's supposed to sell in crypto, right? I mean, isn't that the
Well,
general rule? No, I
the
don't think
the
so.
the rule of thumb is everybody sleeps and makes money, while we don't sleep and make everybody else money. That's the
Yeah,
rule.
exactly. But the true investors that see what you guys are up to, hey, they're going to stick around. We're going to stick around. We're going to ride the BUSD rewards all the way up and all the way down and all the way up, or any struggles or any chart movement or any market movement that is affected that's beyond you guys' hands. You just hold on and ride. And once again, like as we've covered, do your own research and not financial advice. But anytime that you can get rewarded on a long-term successful project, that's what I like to put my money in. That's where I like. That's, to me, that's the smartest decision that I can personally make for myself. DYOR, but I'm sharing what works for me and putting it in something like you guys, where you get constant BUSD rewards that are, you're pegged to a stable income, and you do the math on that. Go to the bank and see what APR they'll give you, and come back to me in comparison to what you'll get by simply holding, just simply holding a legitimate project like this. So,
That's exactly right. It's so
yeah.
on point.
Yeah, so definitely, we really appreciate you guys coming by, and we were excited about you. As I mentioned, didn't want your community to feel like we're not hyped about it by any means. It was just a bit strategic to make sure that you guys were here at the, if we're going to do this, we did put you guys off a week, but trust me, we've been paying attention. We like what you guys have going on over there. And I've even had a personal meeting with you as well behind closed doors. You and I sat for 30 minutes the other day and talked, and definitely enjoyed getting to know you a little bit beforehand, but I still wanted to keep some of the genuineness of an AMA over here. Our AMAs aren't scripted. They're completely on the fly, and we feel like that's the best. We really want it to be between a good conversation between friends, and that's why that when we spoke the other day, and I told you, hey, that I was excited about the AMA. I really am excited about the AMA, and I do appreciate you guys coming by. This has been great. I hope you guys have enjoyed it as much as we have so far.
This has been amazing, Shilly, and thank you so much for everything.
And thank you guys for sure for coming in. I don't see I do see one more question back here, and this is a funny one. Um, when will your team get some sleep? Do you guys have any sleep in mind in the roadmap?
I actually passed out last night, and I got the best sleep of my life. I slept for like 9 hours after like 3 days of staying up. So we're trying, but the community needs us. So probably not anytime soon, but once our roadmap's a little more done, yeah, we'll get some sleep.
Yeah, it's crypto. So even when you get sleep, I hear you. A good night's sleep was probably 4 hours, 5 hours at the most, and then you were waking up having
Yeah.
waking up to the notifications of the community and everything. That's it's not a bad thing, but it's definitely if you think of your workload and then you think of you think of your workload as an investor of checking, one or two of your projects or going through in their community, and then you imagine what the developer or the development team or any of these team members what they go through as well. It's absolutely stressful. It's a full-time job if you're behind it 100%, and it's hats off to you guys for making it happen on your end. Excited about this all coming together. Excited about the future that you guys hold, and definitely going to be excited about the rewards that we get for holding along the way as well. I'm not gonna lie. It's a win-win for everybody involved. Our community, your community, as far as any legitimate crypto investors that understand, if they go over there and you guys throw in a BNB right now, or you throw in, for the more beginning stages, you throw in, 50 or $100 or something right now. Who knows? Whatever you want to put in over there. Um, don't expect to get $10 million and a Lambo tomorrow. Even though we discuss and joke about a Lambo, these legitimate projects, you'll get your Lambo in due time. Just hold it. And if you are the type that worries too much about looking at a chart every 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, I get it. It's fun. But these are projects that you can click the toilet icon on Poocoin and just not even worry about it. I'm serious. If you'd like, you can just check it later. But it's all about the rewards when you're in this early on the project, especially one with a long-term roadmap and a solid looking game like this.
All of our team, just so you know, is full-time. Every single member on our team this is our full-time job. So we're not distracted by other things going on.
That's great to hear, and that's another solid thing to look for in a team is to see how dedicated they are, about all around the clock and all areas of coverage that they can do. So I like hearing that you guys have a full-time team over there. That means that you definitely have the future, and you're showing everybody the future, that your future roadmap as far as working hard to make it work not only for the community but as a basis of your income and part of your job. So that's a successful formula, and that's what we always look for, successful formulas. So I appreciate you guys coming by. Like I said, it's been real fun. I don't have any other particular questions for you guys, and it looks like the chat, they may have some we may answer afterwards, but we do try to trim these down for time so we don't bore the audience that's tuning in later with me.
Shilly, I gotta do the giveaway. Don't wrap it up
Yeah,
yet.
no, I'm not. That's what I was gonna say. We do have the giveaway, but I'm not rushing off. But it's
Okay.
definitely
I was
yeah, no,
just double
definitely.
checking.
Yeah, for sure. We definitely have the giveaways, and afterwards we have plenty of reasons for you to stick around. So questions will still be taken all afterwards, anyways. And since you guys are part of the community, I don't see a need to cut off the AMA channel until later tonight. So or in a few hours at least, give everybody a chance to get those questions in. We'll still be tipping and still be paying out for some of those questions, but it'll kind of be up to you guys to answer those if you don't mind. So if anything pops up, like if they if they have anything in the background during the time, don't feel like that you're locked just to this AMA to be able to answer it, because we're going to have an after party and plenty of reasons to stick around. So don't feel rushed about pushing your question if you don't have it. And Blueberry, did you say that you had that you want to do some giveaways?
Yeah. Okay. Golden ticket if you can get the wheel thing ready. I'm gonna share my screen here.
All right, I can do that for you. 1 second.
Okay. Yep. Let me know when you're ready. We got about 60 entries, so that Twitter blast really. We had some people do like 10 tweets out, so good on them. They got a bunch of entries in this. So this is from the Astronos team. $1,000 in Astronos. Amazing. So you guys ready? Everyone ready here? All right. And oh, Corey Goetz 14 on Twitter. That is awesome. Corey, what we'll do, I'll follow you from my official Madam Blueberry account so that you can DM me, and DM me from your official account, and we'll get you in touch with the Astronos team to get your prize to you. So congrats, that's freaking awesome. $1,000
Yeah,
bucks.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Absolutely, $1,000. Good job, Corey.
Thank you so much, Corey. We really appreciate you, bro.
All right, did we have anything else there? It says, do you have another wheel or anything, Blueberry, or was that?
Oh no, we actually don't.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because we're tipping out in the background. I wanted to make sure. It said
Yeah.
screen. It was telling me the stream ended there, so I wanted to make sure before I looked away. All right, yeah, and in the background, guys, I gave the Loompas a budget of $1,000 minimum to be spending on you guys in the background, just for your questions and being active. We've been tipping out. That is tipped out in our native currency, Shilly Bars. You're welcome to cash that out into a wallet and collect BUSD rewards as well. It's yours to do whatever you can do, however, or keep it here and play the games back and forth with each other. Whatever you guys want to do, no problem. By all means, though, but we are putting that money back constantly into the community for being active and participating in the AMA. It's all about getting you guys to pay attention to these legit projects. If you're into crypto and you found your way here, then I think you already know the story about what we're about. And thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being a big part of all of this. As I mentioned, it's been incredible. It's been great. We love having our AMAs. They're super fun. And thank you guys for coming by. Not only the community, but huge shout out to you guys and your team in here with me. And thank you. This has been great.
Yeah, bro, we've really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for everybody who spent the time to listen to our project, and anybody who took the time to answer a question or tweet about us on Twitter. It means the world to us. So thank you.
All right. Well, if there's no further questions or anything else, like I said, they can be. We'll still have you guys in the community. This will be available to stream a little bit later. It'll be on YouTube, so your entire community is welcome to go check it out as well. We'll give you guys the link when it's live. It'll be tweeted out. So if you missed anything, you tuned in late, you had to place your order in the drive-through for lunch, or your wife was hitting you with a honey-do list, whatever's going on in the background that you missed out a spot at work or whatever, just know that you can always tune in and listen from the beginning to the end if you'd like, in its entirety. And by all means, if you know somebody else out there that's looking for a legitimate project or a place to put a little bit of their a bean or two, or a little bit of their money here and there, shoot them the link to the AMA and let them listen in and see what everything's been going on, because these guys have answered every question. It's been great. All right, guys. Well, that's all that I had. I guess we're going to wrap it up here. Just hang out. There'll be more tipping coming in the background. So thank you guys again for stopping by.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for everybody. Shout out to Kaylee Crypto for giving us the alpha on this project. Go follow her on
so
Twitter.
Happy that you did that.
Go follow her on Twitter.
Thank you so much. You guys are awesome.
Is the stream ended? Golden ticket?
I'm gonna end it right now. That was a lot of awkward silence.
Okay,
Alright, thanks for coming by, everybody. Hope to see you all around soon.
Thanks, you guys.
Yeah,
Have a great one.
Thanks, guys. I was trying to get him a message in the background to make sure he was turning it off. I was waiting on the lead out time.
I was scared. Do I leave or do I stay?
Yeah, I know. I was like, okay, we got a little bit of a lead out time. Thank you guys for